everyone, I'm Bonita from Pennies to Dollars, and welcome to everyone today. Today, I have been reflecting a lot. I've been thinking about self-care reasons that I'm frugal. As I go through my life and I have lived frugally, I have added a lot of things to my daily routines to make things easier on myself, whether it is to save time, save money, save space, save things that make my life easier. We talk a lot about being frugal on this channel, but over the last week, I realized there are so many reasons that I'm frugal that fall into that self-care category, and I really hadn't even thought about that before, about how frugality and self-care go together. Living frugally actually helps us in self-care. The first reason is if you are ill, of course. I had a lengthy illness. I've had some back injuries. I've had different things that have happened that tied me down to the house at different points. And I was so thankful that I had what I needed, like toilet paper, food, that I had propane in my tank, that I had the things that I needed to get over that spell, not have to leave the house, not have to worry about how I was going to pay for those things because I already had them, because I had thought ahead, prepared, lived frugally, managed my money, and made sure those things were in place. Because when you feel bad, the last thing you want to worry about is, do I have enough milk? Do I have enough water? Do I have enough medicine? You just feel bad, and those things are not something that you want to have to concentrate and use your energy on. That is not something you want to have to get out of your pajamas and out of your house shoes to run somewhere to go pick things up when you feel that terrible. So I realized that being frugal has really helped me whenever I am sick. The next way that it has helped me is if there has been like a death in the family. We recently had a death of my aunt. She didn't have a husband or a son any longer. She only had my two brothers and me as her immediate relatives. So a lot of this fell onto us. I had to find 4 pallbearers. I had to do things and stop my normal procedures, my normal routine, to be able to get through this tough time for our family. I had to help prepare a funeral dinner. And so all of these things that went together with dealing with an unexpected event like that, that affected the whole family, made me really think that being frugal, again, helped me with self-care. I didn't have to worry about financial things while I was doing this emotional work, while I was making details for preparations, while I had loss of sleep. There were a couple of nights I didn't get any sleep because of memories and things that are just going through your head. And I already had to worry about going back to work when I didn't know if I was mentally ready to go back to work. But I had to put all of my focus into going back to work and doing my job. So all of those things would have distracted me from anything financial that I needed to deal with during that time span. So in reflecting on that, I look at that and I'm like, I'm so thankful that I didn't have to worry about due dates, that I didn't have to worry about, do I have enough money in the bank? Is something going to bounce? I didn't have to worry about any of those kinds of things, and I could put all of my focus on the self-care part of the preparations and the family and the things that I needed to do to get through that rough patch. The next way that I feel that it is another self-care way to be frugal is in any job loss. We sold our business a year or so back, and I didn't share it with you, but after we sold our business, my husband then was looking for a job and had a tough time. So for about a year, I was the only one working after we sold our business. And we didn't want to touch that savings because we were using it and saving it for retirement, which is around the corner. So during this time, we continued to live more frugally, and we didn't have to worry because there was only one of us working, because we had prepared, we had planned, we already lived that way. We didn't have to make any changes to our day-to-day lives to get through that patch again. So these things can help you get through times in your life that may seem a little turbulent if you look at it from the outside. But from the inside, if you're already living this way and already managing your money, saving, prepping a bit, and keeping all of those bills at least a month ahead with some savings, you don't have to really think about that. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to lose sleep thinking about those things. And the last way is, of course, security. Security is the best self-help thing that you can give yourself. You can put your financial concerns completely out of your mind while you're dealing with anything. I don't sit around and worry about money. I don't think about money all the time. I'm not constantly planning what I'm going to do, like the next pay period. Many times I don't even stick my check in the bank until I get the next check, because I am not rushing to the bank the minute I get my check. I'm not worried about that. I'm not looking at my deposits immediately because I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get this paid, because it's already paid. So having that security and knowing that I'm okay till whenever I get to it, whenever I get to the bank, that is a huge sense of security. It decreases that urgency that you have to deal with and have in the back of your mind all the time if you are living paycheck to paycheck. So times that our minds and our attention need to be focused somewhere else leaves it where we can deal with our daily functioning, our daily self-care, our daily comfort if we need to deal with things mentally or physically and not have to worry about money. Sometimes the most basic things, just bathing, eating, putting on some fresh clothes, there are times that you go through times that those are all you can manage. Those are all you can do. And if that's a place where you are at and that's all you can do right now is just like make yourself eat something, get dressed, take your shower, and that's all you can manage, having that frugal lifestyle makes it where you can afford to have those days and take care of yourself. So I hope you don't have to deal with some of those times where you can just mentally, minimally have to do very little, but they all seem to happen to us sooner or later. And living frugally can help you prepare for those times. So I hope that this has been helpful to you to think about that. None of us want to think about those things that can happen, but when they do happen and we are prepared, it is such a relief to not have to worry about that, to not have to look at our checkbook for days on end if we don't have a reason to. So thank you for watching today. I wish you blessings, and I hope everything is going well in your life. Have a great day.